Hey, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into something, well, something a lot of us know all too well. That feeling of a mind that just will not switch off. But here's the twist. Instead of treating it like a problem we need to fix, we're going to approach it like a detective. We're going to treat it like a case that needs to be solved. So let's crack open the case file.
I mean, really think about that. What if you could just completely reframe this whole thing? Instead of feeling like a victim of your own mind, what if you became the chief investigator? That's the big idea here, switching from feeling like you're just taking punches to becoming the lead detective on your own case. You know, there's no chalk outline, there's no smoking gun, but the effects, they are just as real. It robs you of your peace, it messes with your thinking, and it can really feel like your own mind is turned against you. And that's exactly where our investigation begins. All right, so case officially open. And our first step isn't to pretend this isn't a big deal. It is, but our goal is to demystify it. We're going to drag this thing out into the light so we can get a really good look at it. And here's the thing, right? Anxiety loves the shadows. It gets its power from being this big, vague, shapeless monster that lurks in the corners of our mind. By giving it a name, by understanding its shape and its boundaries, we start to take that power back. It's literally like flipping the switch in a dark room. The monster shrinks once you can actually see it. Okay, every good detective has a mission, right? A clear objective. Ours isn't to fight our restless mind or to wrestle it into submission. It's to understand it and maybe, just maybe, gently steer all that brilliant but kind of frantic energy in a new direction. With curiosity.
And this right here is probably one of the most important clues in the whole case. See, the anxious mind is obsessed with possibility. It's constantly asking what could happen and spinning out a million terrifying scenarios no matter how unlikely. But a detective works with probability. They ask, based on the facts, what is likely to happen? That shift, it changes everything.
Okay, time to roll up our sleeves. We're now officially in the evidence-gathering phase, and we're going to start with the most concrete clues we have, the physical evidence our own bodies are presenting. Let's listen to what it has to say.
So let's get out our little notepad and jot this down. Exhibit A, the heart, just pounding away. Exhibit B, the shoulders tense, up by your ears. Exhibit C, that knot in your stomach. And, of course, the total inability to sleep. And look, none of this is irrational. It's just old. This is your body's ancient Tiger Escape software trying to run on modern-day hardware, getting all fired up over an unread email.
Okay, so we've got the physical evidence bagged. Now we move on to its partner in crime, the mind. And this is where things get tricky, you know? Because the mind is a much more slippery witness. It doesn't give you straight answers. It whispers, it obsesses, and it invents.
This is the mind's classic move. It's MO. I'm talking about the what-if spiral. It starts with something tiny, right? A text that goes unanswered. And boom, the mind immediately jumps to the worst possible conclusion. Then, your body, which can't tell the difference between a real threat and an imagined one, totally freaks out. And that physical feeling of panic, it just tells your brain, see, I was right, there is danger. And the whole cycle just feeds on itself.
And it's not just the what-ifs, is it? There's a whole rap sheet of other behaviors, like constantly playing out worst-case scenarios in your head, or that short fuse, the irritability. Oh, and the sheer exhaustion of trying to make a simple decision. But the big one, the real smoking gun, is avoidance. The anxious mind tells you, hey, if we just stay home, if we just don't go to that party, we'll be safe. But all it's really doing is building you a very small, very safe prison.
All right, we've collected the evidence. We've got the body's testimony. We've got the mind's patterns of behavior. I think we have enough to make an identification. We can finally name our culprit.
And here's the big reveal, the whole point of this investigation. Anxiety isn't the villain. It's not some monster out to get you. It's more like a really, really overzealous bodyguard, an old security system that's just way too sensitive for the modern world. It's not cruel, it's just mistaken. And that right there, that changes the game. Because the second you understand the pattern, the moment you can step outside of the hurricane and just observe it swirling, it doesn't have the same power over you. You're not trapped in it anymore. Understanding the system is the first step to changing it.
So, now I'm handing the detective's magnifying glass over to you. We've looked at the evidence, we've identified the pattern. Now that you know you're not dealing with a villain, but with a misguided protector, what changes? What's one tiny thing you can do differently? What's the next clue you're going to follow?